it seems like, right?
That's really cool.
I always love roller coasters where you get wet. It's fun.
Absolutely. No, I love roller coasters. I just don't want to be flipped. I can't do those, you know, but like 1 or 2 coaster rides at my age now is about my limit. But I love them. I love them. Well, weather-wise,
I'm loving the weather.
This weather, huh?
Yes.
Were you out early this morning?
I was, and
like
even into the day when the sun came out, it was beautiful.
Yeah, the humidity's staying nice and low, and tomorrow morning's going to be just as nice, and most of the afternoon's low humidity as well. We've also got Ian to talk about. You see this incredible monster storm over my shoulder. First, let's get outside and show you what it looks like into downtown. Air quality is going to be a little bit of a concern. In fact, you can kind of see a bit of this haze. We don't have one cloud out there. The humidity is very low. And as some of these winds get under 10 miles per hour, we could be cooking up some bad ozone on Wednesday. Right now, 89 feels like 85. And that's because of how low the humidity is, 15%. Look at that. With a dew point in the mid-30s. That's 10 degrees lower than it was this time yesterday. We were in the mid-40s, lower 30s at Bernie, 33 at Uvalde. Incredibly dry air, even down to Victoria, 42, exceptional for Victoria, 46 Port Lavaca. That's amazing for a coastal dew point. Very dry air that remains dry. I mean, we can see some of these dew points picking up into the maybe upper 40s or low 50s, but that's still very, very comfortable. And that will also help. When the air is very dry, it loves to cool off and really warm up. So nice cool morning again tomorrow, 60 New Braunfels. We'll go to 64 in the city. I think about mid-50s across the hill country, 57 at Rock Springs. So a really nice Wednesday morning and a really nice afternoon. We'll probably get into the upper 70s to mid-80s for lunchtime. Upper 80s about where we should be for this time of year in the afternoon. All right, so let's talk about air quality. Right now, we're at a moderate read. So is Austin. You can see good for Victoria and Corpus Christi, while Houston has unhealthy for sensitive groups being COPD or asthma sufferers. But tomorrow is an ozone action day for Wednesday. So we expect the, mowing and the refueling, try to do that after 6 or 7 p.m. because you want to get out of the daytime heat. It's when you put those fumes in the afternoon heat that it cooks up a lot of bad ozone. Try to carpool if you can and avoid using the drive-through. Just go inside. All right, so look at this dry air. I mean, water vapor tells the story so beautifully across the entire state of Texas. No big change there, no chance of rain. And then look at Ian on water vapor. This storm is massive. Now just clipping western Cuba. It's out over open waters and just kind of closing in on the Florida peninsula. In fact, as we get into the infrared satellite, and you can really see where those purples show up, what's happening here is we're measuring temperature. So whenever you get the brighter reds and purples, that's colder. So that means these are taller clouds and those massive thunderstorms wrapping around the storm center as it starts to approach the peninsula. And you can see the outer bands already moving across the Keys and right into extreme southern Florida. 120-mile-per-hour winds puts him at a Cat 3. North winds about 10 miles an hour on the Progress. So slow moving pressure now down to 952 millibars. We're going to watch that closely as it continues through very warm southeastern Gulf waters. So that means intensification expected. Now, good news for Tampa St. Pete. It looks like landfall comes in south of Tampa now. So we're expecting this to happen probably in, I would say, Wednesday afternoon time frame, like between 1 and 3 o'clock. And remember, when they get closer to land, they start slowing down. So Tampa, if you stay north of this, you're in better shape. Fort Myers now is going to be really in the crosshairs of this storm. All right, 7-day forecast, 91s Wednesday, Thursday. Really nice mornings. I mean, we're talking about 62 degrees through Thursday morning, even Friday, maybe 61 on Saturday. Highs will stay seasonal, right around 90 degrees, and still no chance of rain. We'll be right back.